So back to some little cultural things here. You got another electrical tram going by, the yellow one. Easy, cheap way to see the city. Take one of these around the number 28, this one right here. It'll take you from Estrella, like where there's a huge church, all the way up to the castle, past the castle up there. Okay? And you don't have to pay like the 10 euros to take the tourist tram. Okay? Now, here I'm walking down a street that's parallel to Rue d'Augusta, which is that pedestrian street. And this street here has a bunch of tourist restaurants. Okay? They're overpriced, but the food's still decent enough, and they're open most of the time. Whereas restaurants in Portugal usually close from 3 until about 7:30, 8. So if you're coming to eat, you're going to have a hard time finding something at 5 or 6 o'clock if that's when you're used to eating. So be prepared. If you want to eat something, okay, you want to go eat from 3 until 7:30, something like that, a normal meal, you're going to have to go to like a mall here to find stuff, or on a tourist street like this. Okay? So my suggestion is to, wait to eat. Better value for money. But here you'll usually get tons of food and stuff like that. Look at this restaurant here. What do they have up there? They have bacalhau. Bacalhau is codfish. It's like the most popular thing here. It's very nice. They have carne de porco, alentejana, which is a pork with clams, which is very good, from a little bit south of Lisbon. A little bit spicy, but it's very nice. Served with French fries and rice. Here they eat a lot of French fries and rice. There's not a lot of vegetables. Okay, when you get a meal, there's no like vegetables on the side, and if there's a salad, it's like a leaf of lettuce, one slice of tomato, and a slice of onion. So, bring your vitamins so you get everything, all right? Because there's not much more vegetables that way. Now, some other typical dishes here. They have this thing called porco preto, which is called black pork. I don't know why they call it that. I have no idea, but it's very good. They have different versions of it. There's Segredos do Porco Preto, which is my favorite, which is Secrets of Black Pork, which is like a salted pork steak, basically, but that doesn't make it sound as good as it actually is. Okay, they have a lot of that, but the fish here, that's what you come to Portugal for, is the fish. Okay, and the mariscos, which are the shellfish kind of things. But here in Lisbon, you eat fish. You don't eat the shellfish because you go, literally you have to drive, 10 kilometers to go get that, because nobody in Lisbon will eat that. They go to the coast, which is, a few kilometers away, and go eat there. Okay. The fish you eat here, they have grilled sardines. They're big. They're like from the tip of my nose to there. And you eat them in June, July. That's when they're in season, but they're great. Okay. They're really, really great. And I recommend having them. You got to gut them yourself, so be prepared. Okay. But they're very tasty. Another good fish is robalo and dourado. One's bream, one's sea bass, something like that, but they're both wonderful fish. They just grilled over coals. Okay. Amazing. You're never going to go wrong with fish here. Cherna is also very good. Okay. If you're looking for beef, don't waste your time. Beef here, it's not that good. There's a couple beef at Portuguesa. They put like an egg on top of it. Anything a Portuguesa has got an egg on top, just so you know. Okay. There's some good chicken. You just get a grilled chicken here. It's also very nice. There's all kinds of nice things. You have very nice waiters here. They're always very helpful. They say very important. Good people. Good food.
They have good fish for sardines.
See, they have all the kind of stuff.
Later on, there's no problem.
See, and he's just walking by in the middle of the day, and the guy's very helpful. Thank you very much. Obrigado. So, I'm running out of battery life, but you see, the people are very friendly. They're very helpful. Very nice. Thanks. So you'll be fine. Now, when you're gonna go eat, when you sit down, you got to be careful because they're going to put bread and olives and cheese in front of you, and it's not like the U.S. where it's free. Here, you pay for it. You pay for the bread, you pay for the butter, you pay for the olives, you pay for the cheese, and that can sometimes be more expensive than your actual meal. Okay, so you need to be careful about that. Now, the bread and the olives are not going to cost you much, but sometimes one little pat of butter, €1 for like 4 pads. Or if you want the olives, well, no, olives are okay. If you get the cheese there, 3 or 4 euros. You have ham, 6 or 7 euros. So you could spend more money on that than the actual dishes. So you got to be careful. Now here you see there's a pizza place. There's not a lot of international food in Lisbon. There's some, but most of the restaurants are Portuguese restaurants, and they're very good. Just ask the guy, hey, what do you recommend? If he says arroz de pato, which is duck rice, get that. Okay? Anything they say, you're going to be fine. And when you drink wine or beer. Okay, they love their beer here. Superboc and Sagres are the biggest brands. I like Superboc a little bit better because Sagres is a little bitter for me. Superboc's a little bit smoother. Wine, red wine, white wine from all over the country is good, and they have a thing called green wine here, which is a very young white wine. It's a little bit sparkly, but it's very good. You drink it cold. They put a little thing around it of ice. I recommend that. Sit on one of these tables here, have a bottle. You have a great time. Okay, you just watch the people. And then there's of course the port wine, but that's more exported kind of stuff. You know, it's a dessert wine, things like that. So anyway, and then finally, another thing on the side, there's that elevator I was telling you about earlier in the day. Well, on one of the videos you've seen today. Hopefully, if you're going through all these in one time. If not, one of the weeks of this, I think week 3 I was up there. Anyway, here I am in downtown Lisbon. I wish you well. I hope you eat well. Bon appetit. That means good appetite, or we say bon appetit, or whatever. So, bon appetit. And I'll have another thing telling you how to order. There'll be another video for that. This was just to give you an idea of some of the food and things to watch out for. So, yum yum. Num num num.